The Hyundai Creta. It is the most popular compact SUV in India. But you know why is that? Well, with all the premium appeal, top-notch creature comforts and sprightly performance it packs in, ये हम जैसे middle class लोगों को खास होने का एहसास देती है. It makes a statement that you have arrived in life. But then where does the Creta N-Line stand? Well, this is targeted at those youthful people who want their car to look sportier both on the outside and on the inside and want the same to reflect in the way it drives, and that's exactly what we are going to test today and bring out all the details to you that how different does this feel from the regular Hyundai Creta. I'm Shubham Parashar and I have an exciting news for you again. The Park Plus Petrol League or PPL is coming very soon, and here is your chance to win big. Last year, 20 lakh people won petrol worth over 50 crores, and this time there are even bigger prizes, including a mega bumper prize. So what are you waiting for? If you haven't downloaded the Park Plus app yet, go ahead and do that right away, because this time you are the one who can win big. And अब चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं. तो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं लुक्स के साथ. In terms of design and dimensions, it's exactly similar to the regular Hyundai Creta, but with a healthy dose of sportiness added to the overall design, courtesy all the elements you see here. So piano black finish, काफी अच्छा treatment आपको देखने के लिए मिलता है on the face, and a beefier bumper right here with grey finish all around. That looks really sporty, but further adding to that appeal is all the red accents and highlights you see around the car on the cladding. But what I personally like even more is all the new color options you get here that really look sporty, and they are Titan Grey in matte finish that we are driving today, Altus White and Abias Black that we have seen in the regular Creta as well, then Thunder Blue with black roof, Altus White with black roof, and Shadow Grey with black roof, which are dual tone color options. Now in profile, all the sporty highlights become even more prominent. The red accents, you can see that these are running the length of the car, and you have these new 18-inch alloy wheels. These are a size bigger, and these are dual tone alloy wheels, new design. In the regular Creta, you get 17-inch units. Then you have the N-line badging here on the fender and blacked out ORVMs and roof rails. So you have piano black finish on them that further adds to that sense of sportiness. And if you will look closely, you'll also see that the brake calipers here are finished in red, and you get disc brakes on all the four wheels. And the rear perhaps is the sportiest looking section in the Hyundai Creta N-Line. और अगर मैं regular Creta में design upgrade करता, it would have looked somewhat to what we see here. Now up top you see a nice spoiler treatment. It increases the downforce and looks very sporty. And here below, a nice chunky diffuser with red accents, of course. But tucked in are these new dual exhaust tips. Now these sound very nice, we'll come to that in a bit. And of course you get the N-Line badging on the boot and the sleek connected tail light setup. And with that done, let's go and check out the cabin, क्योंकि वहाँ भी आप काफी कुछ नया देखने वाले हैं. On the inside, in terms of design and layout, the Hyundai Creta N-Line is ditto to the regular Creta, but has been comprehensively upgraded to add that sporty appeal inside the cabin thanks to the all-black treatment and red highlights you see here. So around the curved display section here, you have red highlights. Again, red highlights on the co-driver side that extends to the aircon vents. Similar आपको यहाँ पर gear treatment पे भी मिलता है red highlight. It's the same N-gear and line gear जो हमने बाकी cars में देख रखे हैं N-line cars में. And you have red stitching and piping on the front seats, rear seats as well, with a nice decal and N badging. Steering wheel पे भी आपको red stitching मिल जाती है. It's not a flat bottom steering wheel, but feels very premium to hold. You also have nice paddle shifters here. Then in terms of features, it is again identical to the Hyundai Creta. You have a 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system. Again, it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, लेकिन उसके लिए आपको वायर यूज करना पड़ेगा. वायरलेस कनेक्टिविटी नहीं मिलती. आई डोंट नो कोरियन क्यों नहीं ऑफर कर रहे हैं. कुछ रीजन होगा विच होपफुली वील फाइंड आउट सून. इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंटरफेस लेआउट, इट्स वेरी क्रिस्प, वेरी शार्प, एंड अगेन वेरी इजी टू रीड. सो काफ़ी प्रीमियम ये स्क्रीन लगती है. Similarly, 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster just in front of me. In terms of layout, design काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है. What I personally like that rather than that other than being informative, आपको यहाँ पर ट्रेडिशनल एनालॉग डायल्स के ग्राफिक्स भी मिल जाते हैं. आई पर्सनली लव दैट ट्रीटमेंट. देन यू हैव मोर फीचर्स लाइक ड्यूल जोन क्लाइमेट कंट्रोल विद प्रॉपर फिजिकल बटन, सो यू डोंट हैव टू टेक योर आइज ऑफ द रोड. ऑटो डिमिंग इन अ रियर व्यू मिरर, वायरलेस चार्जिंग, Type-C, USB and 12-volt charging points. You have electric parking brake, ventilated seats, सामने के दोनों seats ventilated seats है. The driver seat is 8-way power adjustable and you have a 360-degree view as well with blind spot monitor जो आपको यहाँ के dials पे मिल जाते हैं. Then you have Bose premium surround sound system, a proper ambient lighting system, a nice big panoramic sunroof that makes the all-black cabin feel spacious again, and then you have good safety features as well, like you have 6 airbags, electronic stability control, VSM as standard, and you also get level 2 ADAS features of forward collision warning and assist, rear cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control. ये सारे features आपको Creta N-Line में भी मिल जाते हैं. At the rear you have rear sunshade. Then आपको यहाँ पर rear AC vent charging points मिल जाते हैं. To make it feel even sportier, you have a metal finish on the pedals here. तो brake pedal पे, accelerator pedal पे आपको metal finish भी मिल जाते हैं देखने के लिए. And in terms of features, honestly, you just can't complain in this cabin. You also have drive modes and traction modes that you get in the regular Creta, and believe me, in sport the exhaust note sounds really good. And now we'll come to that. So under the hood, you get the same 1.5-liter turbo petrol engine that belts out 158 brake horsepower at 5500 RPM and 253 Newton meters of peak torque from 1500 to 3500 RPM. और gearbox आपके पास वो भी 2 options में मिलते हैं. First up is the 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. यहाँ पर fuel economy आपको 18.2 kilometers per liter की मिलती है. That's the claimed fuel economy. And then you have a 6-speed manual transmission जहाँ पर claimed fuel economy is 18 kilometers per liter. So fuel economy भी खराब नहीं है. And this car can do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour run in 8.9 seconds. And now it's time for us to test how all that feels behind the wheel. And finally, behind the wheel of the Hyundai Creta N-Line, and let's straight away get on with the performance. Now, performance के मामले में आपको बहुत ज़्यादा difference यहाँ पर देखने के लिए नहीं मिलेगी. That's primarily because it's the same 1.5-liter turbo petrol engine that we have seen in the new Hyundai Creta, and it's in the same tune as well. So yes, in terms of power delivery, acceleration, progression towards the reference power build-up, वो सब आपको सेम मिलने वाला है जो आपको Hyundai Creta में देखने के लिए मिला है. That said, what is different and quite perceptibly so, and you like it, is you hear that? That's the exhaust note. Yes, it sounds really lovely. Now, don't expect it to sound like a proper performance car because this is N-Line, not a full-blown N car. But yes, there is a difference. It sounds a bit sportier than what you have seen in the Hyundai Creta. So N-Line in that terms, yes, you will have fun and it will bring a smile on your face whenever you will be revving it. Now the major difference that you will find is in the handling department of the car. Like, we are just around the corner, and the biggest difference is in the steering geometry. Yes, the steering has been stiffened up a bit. It weighs up better to give you more confidence behind the wheel. It is confidence inspiring and helps you to get a better command on the nose of the car. So yes, the interns are also quick, and just because of that slightly stiffer setup, you can actually carry a bit more speed around the corner because you can point the car to the direction you want and you can hold it to an extent. So that is a good feedback to have, in my opinion. Moreover, earlier the heft in the steering wheel in Hyundai cars was slightly on the artificial side. So whenever you used to push it harder, they used to weigh up accurately, but again, that stiffness used to feel a bit artificial. Now here it has been solved to an extent, not completely, but yes, to an extent, because it feels slightly fluidic whenever you are pushing it and whenever you are revving it hard around the corner, and that again makes it quite engaging behind the wheel as well. So that is a good feedback to have, in my opinion, and goes with the character of an N-Line car. Now on the downside, ये जो steering है वो आपको lower speed पे थोड़ी सी cumbersome लग सकती है. So people who are used to Hyundai steering, that feels feather light in city traffic. Now Hyundai N-Line, especially the Hyundai Creta N-Line, can feel a slightly cumbersome steering वहाँ पर because again the steering geometry has been recalibrated to go with the sportier character of the car and to enhance driving appeal. So there you need a bit more heft, but it is not a big concern, just that if you are used to single hand driving, वहाँ पर आपको ज़्यादा heavy लगेगी. If you drive normally like with both your hands on the steering wheel, वहाँ पर आपको issue नहीं लगने वाला है. It's not like कि बहुत ज़्यादा heavy है, but yes, comparatively it feels a bit cumbersome. Now, second improvement that you will get to feel is in the suspension setup of the car. वो difference बहुत ज़्यादा perceptible नहीं है, but there's a slight difference. So the suspension again has been stiffened up slightly, and how it helps you is that it gives you more confidence again to go around corners, because body rolls comparatively are controlled. Also remember that this car is riding on a size bigger 18-inch alloy wheels, and that also helps to enhance the overall drivability and handling driving dynamics of the car. So together, the slightly bigger wheel size and the slightly stiffer suspension setup help you to carry more speed around the corner, and improves turn-ins, because the rear suspension feels slightly more stiffer compared to the previous Creta. सामने वाली almost उससे similar, थोड़ी सी आपको 19-20 की फर्क वहाँ पर देखने के लिए मिलेगी. But overall, in amalgamation, I think it gives you a good driving dynamic, and whenever you are around the corner or whenever you are changing lanes at higher speed, let's say at triple digit speeds, if you are changing lanes, the car feels very stable and very composed, and that's a very good feedback to have. Now, why I like that the suspension has been stiffened up just slightly and not overly as we have earlier felt in other Hyundai N-Line cars like the Venue, or more so in the Hyundai i20. Creta mein it feels a bit supple, and I like that because the low speed ride quality still remains very solid. So earlier my problem with the N-Line cars was that low speed पे वो जो ride quality थी वो मुझे थोड़ा bother करती थी. It used to thud through a lot, but here in the N-Line Creta, again that thing has been taken care of. So it doesn't thud through so much that it will pinch you in the back, and on a longer go or even on a regular city traffic, all passengers will be more comfortable, and that is something I like because it brings in the right balance between comfort and good driving dynamics. And yes, you have other aids like paddle shifters, and I love to use them just whenever I want to make a quick move. One downshift, and it's quick to respond. The gearbox and the exhaust note again really makes you smile. And now let's have a look at the variants and prices, which by the way are the introductory ex-showroom prices जो बाद में बढ़ा दी जाएंगी. Creta N-Line दो variants में available है, N8 and N10, and both are offered with the choice of either a 6-speed manual gearbox or a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. Ex-showroom prices for the N8 6-speed manual transmission begin at 16,82,000 rupees, while the N8 7-speed DCT automatic is priced at 18,82,000 rupees. The top-end N10 6-speed manual variant is priced at 19,34,000 rupees, while the top-of-the-line N10 7-speed DCT automatic variant is priced at 20,30,000 rupees. So what's the Parkless verdict? Now I agree that the Creta N-Line comes at a premium, but if you're willing to spend that much, this is a car that stands out in the crowd and reflects that sense of sportiness in the way it looks and to an extent in the way it drives as well. So yes, if you're out in the market to shop in the sub 25 lakh category, and if you're looking for a car that makes a style statement, this could be one of your worthy considerations. And on that note, do subscribe to the Park Plus channel, do hit the bell icon to stay notified, and to head to the app for all the updates in the Indian Car Bazaar. And don't forget to download the app because PPL, as we said, is going live very soon and you have a chance to win big. I'm Shubham Parashar and I'll see you in the next video.